Welcome to part 5 of my review of Persona 5 the animation. In the last episode, Ren and the others have seen Akechi's interview, have gained another ally, and have changed Kanashiro's heart. What will happen next for our masked heroes? Let's take a look right now. We open on Central Shibuya, where a news report shows a serial killer along with his father being arrested and taken away, all thanks to none other than Akechi.
Koichi Tawarada, the prime suspect in 3 recent murders. He is the son of Kosei Tawarada, who himself is suspected of destroying evidence.
And I hear we have you to thank for them, Akechi-kun.
Kind of you to say. It's a team effort.
He's good. Very good.
At LeBlanc, Ren and Sojiro watch the report when, wouldn't you know it, Akechi happens to walk in.
Oh, we recorded that earlier. I'll take a blend, please.
Make it a double.
Akechi offers Ren to play in a game of chess as well as offering him to show how it's played.
Have you ever played shogi before?
A little bit.
It's the same. It's similar.
During their match, Ren asks Akechi about his opinion on the Phantom Thieves.
That's all classified.
I'm curious. And what about the Phantom Thieves?
Quite perceptive. Though I admit the thieves scored a point against me with Kanashiro.
Do you really view them as the enemy?
The results aren't problematic. Their methods are.
But what if their methods aren't wrong?
Then I'll find out soon.
The conflict between these two about whether or not the Phantom Thieves are justice further solidifies their potential rivalry, and that adds more to as Akechi informs him that he is already gathering intel on the masked heroes in question.
I'm actually already gathering intelligence about them. Time will tell. Before long, I suspect I will reveal them. The world will see the real Phantom Thieves.
Jeez, Akechi sure is one determined detective.
One word. Persistence.
In Shibuya, we see more people talking about the Phantom Thieves about their success in changing Kanashiro's heart along with Akechi's investigation on them.
The cops couldn't even touch that guy, but the Phantom Thieves got him.
Have you seen Akechi's case?
Forget him. I'm all about the thieves.
At Shujin, Mishima is ecstatic that the fan site's support is starting to skyrocket.
This is awesome. The fan site's getting so huge. It's insane.
They're victims, you know.
Sorry. That is going a bit far. After all, I'm in charge.
Mishima, I can't tell if your support is helpful or psychotic.
It's not like I have a choice.
Ren and Morgana meet the others at the hideout where they too have noticed the rising popularity on the fan site.
I can just feel it. A big wave's a-coming.
Everywhere we look, there's something new about the Phantom Thieves. You're certainly drawing quite a bit of attention.
Just don't get a swelled head.
The more popular we are, the more dangerous it becomes.
You're always telling us to be careful. We got it.
When you say it, it doesn't make me feel better, Ryuji.
He's right. The more attention they're gaining from the public, the more chances there are for the police to suspect where they are, track them down, and apprehend them.
We also need to be wary about the man in the black mask.
That's why caution is our middle name, okay?
Morgana, you don't even have a last name. Don't try to act like you know what you're doing. Ryuji tries to invite Ren to do some training in Mementos, only for him to reveal he's already made plans.
Actually, I got plans today.
That's cool. You know, it's been a while since I've hit up the arcade.
Cat Cafe? You mean Cat Avenue?
That sounds like the place to be! Well, as I am not a cat, I have little interest. If Lady Ann insists I go...
As transparent as ever, you sly little furball. Yusuke reveals that he too has plans of his own, and so the others leave the two of them behind.
Cool. Yeah, maybe I'll try to beat my old high score.
Cat Avenue!
This should be fun.
I can't wait! I've got to go home and wash out the garbage cans. Suddenly I'm in the mood to do my homework.
And I wanted to, move something from somewhere to somewhere else.
After that, Yusuke asks Ren for some advice.
Sorry. I hope it's no trouble.
Of course.
Your balls are showing.
Meanwhile, Sai and her boss watch the news about Kanashiro's arrest when the director decides to no longer just sit back and watch the Phantom Thieves do more unlawful problem solving.
We cannot afford to overlook them anymore. Can I leave this to you?
Yes, sir. I swear that I can bring them to justice.
Yeah, I do wonder if Cyan knows what exactly she's getting herself into.
It's clear these abnormal vicious incidents have spread fear throughout our nation. I shall put forth every effort for our people to ensure they live in peace.
Who the fuck is this guy? Why are they giving him so much attention?
Ren and Yusuke head to LeBlanc, where Yusuke confesses that ever since Madarami's change of heart, he's been in an artistic slump.
It's like a bottomless pit. Everything I paint is garbage. Look. All I wanted, all I was seeking is the pursuit of a beauty like that.
It's true. Ever since he's seen Sayuri, all he ever wanted was to create art that's just as beautiful as the painting that influenced him to become an artist in the first place. However, Yusuke's afraid that if he loses his scholarship, he'll end up having no purpose for the world of art, which will result in him being no better than his former sensei. So Yusuke asks Ren to assist him to rekindle his love of art.
The beauty of a work is born from the soul of its artist. The mystery of beauty, and of reflecting it. I must find a way to understand.
Pure poetry.
Yusuke hires Ren to be his personal bodyguard to help him acquire artistic inspiration.
I must have freedom in the place that inspires me most. Mementos.
And what's more, this here is actually Yusuke's confidant arc. They enter Mementos, where Yusuke starts sketching one of the portals, hoping it will give him the inspiration he needs.
Yes! I am the one with the paints! It speeds along my heart! A treasure trove! A paradise of motifs! This twisted realm is the manifestation of human desire. But of course it is the human heart!
I don't know about you, but judging by this look, it seems that he sees art as addictive as crack.
Is there a doctor in the house?
I'm a doctor.
What's up, Doc?
However, just as Yusuke is about to be permanently lost in his own dojo...
How inelegant!
They battle against the Shadow, with Ren summoning a new persona, Lamia. Lamia is based off the monster from Greek mythology that is depicted with a woman's upper body and the tail of a serpent. The earliest known story is that Lamia had an affair with Zeus, which resulted in them having offspring. However, Zeus's wife Hera was not happy about this and so murdered the offspring, driving Lamia insane, and as a result she scoured the lands, finding any child in her way to devour them. Afterwards, Yusuke puts his painting in an art exhibition.
The abyss of the heart, the ominous ever-present desires. They forged this piece.
Not super popular, though.
Their loss.
Yusuke's work is then noticed by an art critic who unfortunately informs him that his art is lacking and doesn't have the artistic spark.
What about this is mediocre?
If you wish to paint an abstract work with such a common theme, you can, but it needs a spark of individuality. All that you're truly showing us is emptiness, and that's all.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Distraught by the critic's feedback, Ren and Yusuke go outside, where Yusuke feels like he truly lost his magic touch.
It did not convey the meaning of desire, only my failed conception of it.
Just then...
I wanted to apologize for being so harsh. It truly is nice to meet you.
And you are...
The critic introduces himself as the director of the Japanese Art Support Foundation, Akio Kawanabe. That has no relevance to this episode, can we please move on? Kawanabe invites the two of them to a sushi bar where he reveals that he knows about who Yusuke is.
Your portraiture of beautiful women are much like Sayuri.
Huh?
But now you're in a bit of a slump, aren't you? It's a shame when talent is buried by something as simple as money.
That's right, art should not be taken for granted and be used for only monetary gain. There are a lot of people who put their heart and soul into their work, and if it weren't for art, there would be nothing for other people to appeal to when they enter new environments or meet new people.
I never thought of it that way.
Kawanabe then offers Yusuke an environment to work in to relieve himself of his self-doubt.
We can remove that anxiety from your life. In exchange, we'll supply you a creative environment. We can even provide you a studio, if you'd like.
However, Yusuke is skeptical about it when Kawanabe starts comparing him to Madarame.
If you'll pardon me, what exactly do you mean by that? Is that why you came to me?
Has your work yet sold on its own merits? I thought you would understand what it takes to make a living as an artist.
I've heard enough!
If you wise up, you'll know where to find me.
Wow, and just when Yusuke was starting to lose his self-doubt, this director just had to rub salt in the wound. Later, just as Ren walks back to LeBlanc, Akechi approaches him and invites him to the batting cages. While batting, Akechi reveals to Ren that he had found some dirt on Kawanabe, explaining why he was outside the exhibition earlier that night.
He offers sponsorships to aspiring young painters. He demands immense payments, claiming to cover the cost of the exhibits. He takes kickbacks from scholarships.
So in other words, the director finds aspiring artists looking for purpose to give them work, but in actuality he exploits their work along with profiting off of their scholarships, and once they're used up, he tosses them to the streets, giving them no credit whatsoever.
Sounds awfully familiar.
Ren inquires Akechi why he's telling them this, and Akechi reveals that Kawanabe actually went to the same art school as Madarame.
Be a damn shame if Kitagawa got taken advantage of by both of them.
For shame.
Seems like it's a little outside your investigation.
Desires and desperation. As a detective, I uncover them. Makes it seem like I'm a bit of a phantom thief.
Wow, it's almost as if they see eye to eye. Akechi gives Ren a plan to have him and Yusuke meet up with Kawanabe, which will give Akechi some time to gather evidence against the director.
You're there, so Kitagawa's safe. And I get my evidence.
Home run!
Nice!
The next day, Ren and Yusuke meet at the Kanda Catholic Church, where Yusuke informs Ren that he plans to accept Kawanabe's proposal to prove that he still has his artistic touch.
I'll prove to him I have something to say. I'll paint until I drop, until my fingers bleed.
Way to sleep on it, pal.
That's determination, but what am I doing?
I figured being here would grant inspiration. I will show them anguish undreamt of.
Easy for you to say.
Don't move! Bend your back and lift that leg! Perfect!
Oh, Ren, what has Yusuke gotten you into?
Kneel before Christ!
We then go to a montage where Akechi starts gathering evidence to use against Kawanabe while Ren continues to help Yusuke find his purpose.
That's when you need to put yourself to the test and show us the passage of time. We're gonna need a montage. It takes a montage.
So after that, Ren and Akechi meet back at LeBlanc, where Akechi has hit a dead end and has found nothing that he can use against the director.
I'm stumped. Eventually, the flow of money just vanishes. These three are the principals. But where are they secreting away all this money?
Akechi, you better find something good because Yusuke is on the brink of falling into despair.
Without real concrete proof, I can't get a warrant for them. They're always limiting my options.
Oh. Fantastic. This was a huge waste of my time.
The next day, the others meet up in LeBlanc where they give Yusuke advice on what to do with his love of art.
Wanting to be praised by someone, wanting money for your work. I think maybe those are good examples of passion.
Passion and desire are that close. I mean, I had plenty of desires when I was on the track team. Everything I did was for the team. I could push through anything.
I don't think having desires is a bad thing. It depends on what you do with them.
And that's the answer he's looking for. You don't make art to make money, you make money to make art. Passion is the key to opening your true potential. Every single one of the Phantom Thieves has had their own passion and their own goals. And as long as you don't lose that passion, you will still have enough motivation to keep on trying what you love until you learn to achieve mastery of your purpose.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Soon, Ren and Yusuke return to Mementos, where Yusuke reflects on what the others have told him.
The heart is a dark and ugly thing. It can become twisted like this. But that's not all. Joker. When my mother painted Sayori, what do you think she meant? She wanted it to impart something to me. To everyone who looked at it. Love and regret. Loneliness. Anxiety. Calm. Forgiveness. That's why Sayori is beautiful.
Just remember, Yusuke, your mother put all of her love and the last moments of her life into that painting, and she left it for you as a reminder to never give up your passion and to continue doing what you love.
As my mother lay brush to canvas for others, I will wield the brush to give hope to those who see my work, and it will be beautiful.
I know it will.
Later, they return to reality where they're approached by...
Well, I saw the list of works. So you mean to have one on display?
Yes.
The winner's spot is not simply yours for the taking. Not that I mind, of course.
But just as Kawanabe is about to leave with the last word...
Mr. Kawanabe, by any chance, have you heard of Hayashi Holdings, the Tsuji Gallery, or Harada Managing?
No, I don't think I have. Why would you ask, young man?
No reason.
What in the hell was that all about?
I thought that winning was the only way to prove my talent to him. I am entering my painting for one reason alone, so that people can see it.
There you go, Yusuke, you made the right choice. Later that night, Kawanabe's assistant searches the exhibition to destroy any traces when he's suddenly approached by Akechi.
Nothing came up on Kawanabe. And of course, nothing would.
You're that detective.
I certainly hope that's documented evidence. It's finished. There is no escape.
Stupid, unlucky captured robber dude. Jail is for you.
The next day, Yusuke hangs up a new piece of art which wins the approval of Kawanabe.
So it became desire and hope. More fitting. This painting, it has a wondrous appeal.
Kawanabe then apologizes to Yusuke and confesses that he and Madarame had a falling out when Madarame's heart fell into darkness for his work.
We had such high hopes when we began. I faced my own monsters as the vanquished loser of the two. That's why I began the foundation.
I'm sorry, I didn't know.
The heart is a strange thing. It cannot separate black from white.
Kawanabe offers Yusuke another chance to let the Foundation support him.
Can the Foundation help support you? Without the overbearing marketing production, of course.
Yusuke then thanks Kawanabe for telling him the truth, but he declines the offer.
Huh? Why would you?
Because I won't change. I have friends, and when I'm lost, they'll extend their hands. They are all the support I need.
I see.
My friends, they are my power.
I can't thank you enough. Should you ever stumble, should you ever fall, my hand will be there to lift you up.
And with that, Yusuke's confidant arc has been completed, and for Yusuke's perks, you can make a deal with him to use blank cards to duplicate low, medium, or high rank skills to give to any of your or your teammates' personas. In the post-credits scene, there's a news report about the embezzlement from the Foundation while Ren and Akechi play another game of chess.
It was a pretty daring move, rattling him with the names of the companies.
Enough out of you.
Oh yeah?
What if I hadn't said anything?
But you did say something, and that says a lot.
And shortly after, Akechi asks Ren to be his assistant.
I've been looking for a partner with your kind of intuition.
I support the Phantom Thieves. Actions are stronger than words. They may be criminals in the eyes of adults, but look at what they do. Without a doubt, that is justice.
There you go, Ren. With your leadership, you can prove to Akechi that the Phantom Thieves are indeed true justice. And speaking of that, Ren has formed his own bond with Akechi, who possesses the Justice Arcana. We cut away to Akechi, who requests his driver to escape the reporters.
Driver, are you familiar with the back streets? I'd prefer to lose this crowd.
And where to after that?
Second star to the right and straight on till morning.
Just then, Sai gives her observation about the Phantom Thieves heist along with their MO.
Instead of possessions, they steal hearts. For some reason, all their targets experience a change of heart and confess to crimes they've committed. The only reason I'm here is to be public prosecutor. So the Phantom Thieves aren't criminals. They're not a black mark on this country. Do I have that right, Ren Amamiya?
Sai, your persistent pressing isn't gonna give you your answers any faster.
Isn't there supposed to be a good cop?
The Phantom Thieves meet at the hideout where they find another Mementos request.
She talks a lot about murder and is delusional about having a boyfriend.
They enter Mementos where they approach the shadow of Yumeko Mogami, a student from Shujin who's being suspected of cyber stalking.
Come on! You should know better than to get into love's way!
Mogami, what you're doing seems less like genuine love and more like pure yandere level lust.
Was it really so much to ask that I get to spend one single day in bliss with the man I love?
Mogami is defeated and realizes her crimes.
Stop making weird blog posts and tell him in person. I'm scared, but I'll do it. Hikesugi, wait for me!
Got it!
The end result is Mogami confronting her crush, in which
You see, I wanted to, maybe, never mind.
But we should try being direct with each other. If we're gonna be friends.
Friends?
Heart change accomplished.
Ren then takes lunch and meets with Makoto at the schoolyard.
Hi there. Care to sit?
Makoto still has trouble distancing herself from being student council president as she reminds Ren that they have to keep their grades in check.
You're sounding like a student council pres.
That makes sense. And I believe my duties as president were accomplished without issue. And I'm not trying to brag. I've just had all of this stuff on my mind as of late.
Remember, with great power comes great responsibility.
Makoto then confesses that she's disappointed in herself that Ren, Ryuji, and An were able to use their power to stop Kamoshida's abuse while she did nothing whatsoever to stop it.
All I did was gauge the reaction of adults and idly stand by. An honor student who does as told is useless when it comes down to it.
No. It's not true. That's impossible.
Just then, she asks Ren for a favor and they travel to Shinjuku.
Is this your first time here?
Yes, seeing is believing after all. But would you mind following from a distance, Ren?
Huh?
Makoto makes her way through the district while Ren follows suit.
Well, aren't you a good-looking girl? You in college, or do you have a job? I can hook you up with something that pays well.
So just what kind of work is this?
Among girls here, it's ranked the #1 job.
Makoto, this is a district where no minors are allowed here.
Think.
You wait, huh?
Follow me.
What are you? Hey, wait a sec. Where are you going? Come back!
They manage to escape when they see
a Shujin uniform? The after-school salon.
Oh man, what is she doing? The next day, the student who goes by the name of Eiko meets with Ren and Makoto at the student council room where she questions her about being in the after-school salon.
It's just your average cafe. I wear my uniform and serve customers. So you gonna rat on me?
Okay, that's enough, skip ahead.
Wait a second. That's Fuchimaru!
Oh, you know what it is?
But it's pretty hilarious the student council pres has that kind of pencil case.
Gee, thanks.
Oh, let me send you pics of my Buchimaru collection. Give me your ID, okay?
But you two found common ground.
While finding common ground means meeting a complete Fuchimaru fangirl who has an entire collection dedicated to it, then yes, that was entirely justified. Very good, Ren. Have a cookie.
Thanks a lot. You were a huge help, Ren.
At night, Ren returns to LeBlanc where he finds Yusuke there to see Sayuri.
Something cuter, huh? If that's what you want. All right, be there soon. If you do get hungry, then help yourself to curry.
Sojiro, what exactly do you do when you decide to close early?
Blackjack and hookers!
Ren and Yusuke eat curry by themselves where Yusuke reflects on the result of his winning art piece.
I've been thinking a lot about Madarame. Underneath all that was a Vulgarian awash in dirty money. I thought everything would be resolved after that. I was quite wrong. I can't just cut him out so easily.
It's understandable that Yusuke can't entirely cut Madarame out of his life, seeing as how he had no other family other than his mother. But just note, Yusuke, family doesn't have to be related by blood. There are people who care about and support you whenever you need them. And people who show that much care and support can be considered family.
Most important thing in life will always be the people in this room. Right here, right now.
We cut back to the interrogation room where Sai still refuses to believe her sister is a phantom thief.
Well, take a guess.
I suppose if she is, then. What was it I saw when I looked at her? Even she sticks to her own sense of justice. But she's still a child, so she doesn't understand.
Sai, the reason she doesn't understand is because you and her don't see eye to eye. You shouldn't see her as an obstacle to your work. You should see her as your sister. She's the only family you have left, so you shouldn't be taking that for granted. We then see Ren and Makoto at an arcade where Makoto is concerned if she should be keeping her grades up now that she and Eiko have a connection.
She asked me what the benefit of going to a top university was. Before all this, I had a vague goal of majoring in law like my sister did.
So the reason she had to keep being an honors student was because she wanted to live up to her sister as well as be like her. However, that's keeping her from choosing her own path for her future.
What is it I want to do with my life? What do I want to be in the future? My father used to use this brand all the time. I forget. Did I ever mention he was a police officer?
There's another reason for her being an honors student. She also wants to carry on her father's legacy, but that too seems to be an obstacle from her choosing her own path.
He detested corruption and worked so hard to bring it to justice. I really hope Eiko's okay working at a place like that.
And with that, we have now entered Makoto's confidant arc. In Shinjuku, Mishima meets with Oya at the Crossroads bar, once again drunk off her high horse.
Why don't you make your way over here and spill the deets about Shujin Academy?
Mamiya, I'm gonna get you for this!
Serves you right for being completely dependent on your precious fan site.
You're goddamn right.
Elsewhere, Eiko and her boyfriend meet with the fortune teller that Ren met earlier, who informs them that their future is anything but pleasant.
Huh?
Your future is death. Any questions?
This fortune teller is Chihaya Mifune, voiced by Sarah Ann Williams, best known as Nono Jakazure from Kill la Kill and Lisbeth from the Sword Art Online series. In any case, Eiko is in denial that their future will end horribly until she gets a text from Makoto.
Makoto? Who's that?
My school student council president.
Let's put a smile on that face.
We see Ren in his room watching a teen romance movie with Morgana when he receives a text from Mishima.
What did you do to me? That Oya lady's nothing but a roaring drunkard! Where did you even need a lush like this?
I missed the part where that's my problem.
Ren tries to look for a necklace in the underground mall with Ann's help.
Whoa, it's that much? Sorry, Ren.
Well, see ya.
Thanks for the invite.
I should get a part-time job.
Funny you should say that, Ren, since in the original game you can look for part-time jobs by finding job listings in the underground mall. And since you're there, maybe you should, I don't know, start applying?
Because when I need a job done, I get someone with a job to do that job!
Ren and Makoto meet Eiko and her boyfriend at the Bikuri Boy Diner.
This is supposed to be a double date.
Sorry. Apparently she's convinced you're my boyfriend for some strange reason.
Why?
So you are actually going steady with her.
Do you think that all hosts are playboys? I'll have you know that I'm head over heels in love with her.
Lies, lies, all lies!
So share your ID with me.
Want mine too?
See, I don't remember asking for yours.
Okay, sorry that he asked.
Wait, princess?
Pretty much. She's really important to me, you know?
Yeah, right.
See you later!
I hope they'll be okay, for her sake.
Yeah, somehow I have my doubts about that. The next day, Ren is in class when Makoto texts him to meet her after school. Makoto informs Ren that she's concerned about Eiko.
I think that she might be getting played by her host boyfriend.
So Eiko is being played by a Playboy host?
What a twist!
Ren then asks Makoto why she believes Eiko is being played, and thus Makoto decides to reveal the truth about what happened to her father.
He died in an accident a while back. It was during an investigation on a criminal group that preyed on young girls. But I still look up to him no matter what she says. The most important part of life was how you chose to live it.
She also reveals that earlier, Eiko begged her to lend her money to pay back her boyfriend, whose name is Tsukasa by the way, for spilling a bottle of sake.
I'm positive he lied to her. I have to catch Tsukasa in the act and wake Eiko up.
We understand the pain Makoto is going through since Eiko might be the first friend outside of the Phantom Thieves that she has ever made. Therefore, she has to do whatever she can to make sure she doesn't lose her as a friend. Makoto decides that she needs to help her friend see the truth about her boyfriend, and so she and Ren meet her back in Shinjuku.
Your boyfriend tricks girls into debt and forces them to sell their bodies. What?
It's possible he's also connected to a gang.
Yo, have you been waiting long? Huh. Your friends are here too?
You better start talking, Sir Knight in shining armor.
Come on, you little bitch.
They were talking trash about you, Tsukasa. They said that you're scamming me.
But I would never lie to you, princess. You could see it in my eyes.
For God's sake, Eiko, learn to take a fucking hint!
She your only princess? Or is she one of many?
Oh, come on. Your name's Makoto, right? I mean, you just texted me, didn't you?
See? I knew it. I was the one who texted you a bit ago. And even added a bunch of emojis like Eiko would have. Any girl you can get money from is your princess. You can't even remember their names.
You motherfucker!
Just stay out of my business. What do you know about any of this?
Snap out of it!
No one cares about me at all. A student council president who tries to please everyone could never understand how I feel.
Just what the hell do you think you're doing, tramp?
Say that again.
Just what the hell do you think you're doing, tramp?
Okay.
Later, the Phantom Thieves message each other about Tsukasa's manipulation on other women.
Isn't that unforgivable?
Yes, you're exactly right.
They enter Mementos where they face off against Tsukasa's shadow.
I've got me an innocent love killing! Champagne call!
Ren finishes it with another new persona, Suzaku. Suzaku is based off of the Vermilion Bird, one of 4 symbols of the Chinese constellations which represent the fire element, direction of south and season of summer respectively. It is also described as having the appearance of a pheasant with a 5-colored plumage, which is also perpetually covered in flames. Ren and Makoto stay behind where Makoto informs Ren that Eiko apologized for her outburst back at Shinjuku.
Yeah, she apologized.
Come to my house next time. I can show you my Buchimaru collection up close.
Oh my gosh, that is so adorable.
Now that Makoto's finally gotten the truth out about her father, she finally decides how she wants her future to go.
I want to be able to help the weak, like my father did. I'm currently a member of the Phantom Thieves now, and I can't very well capture myself.
That's the spirit, Makoto. Don't let your father's death keep you from pursuing your goal to become a keeper of the law. I'm sure that he would be proud that you decided to follow in his footsteps. And with that, Makoto's confidant arc has been completed. For Makoto's perks, you can see a shadow skills and potential items be dropped on the analysis screen and see any null, drain, or repel affinities when highlighting an enemy. In the post-credits scene, Ren clarifies to Sai that Makoto is no longer a little girl and that she can make her own decisions now when she decides to talk about their next target.
We have no pictures of them. Their names remain unknown. Even that nav thing you mentioned isn't helpful. And unlike all the other cases we've had, your target got the jump on you this time. I need you to tell me who this is.
Very interesting.
We then see the director of the SIU making a phone call about Kanashiro's arrest.
That idea seemed a bit too brutal to have come from him. We'll clean this up quickly and put it behind us.
What is that guy planning? At Shujin, all the students are doing their final exams when the final bell rings.
Huh?
It's time to watch the fireworks!
I'm so excited!
At Shibuya Station, Anna and Makoto approach the boys wearing their celebratory yukatas and get ready for the fireworks festival. Just then...
Well, so much for that.
Storm, storm, go away. Come again another day.
Friend of yours, Makoto?
Jeez, of course this would happen when I put on my nice yukata. Huh? What's up? Boys. Gentlemen would have bought me a towel.
They decide to enter the convenience store to dry themselves off, only to see they aren't the first.
Between finals and reforming Kanashiro, there's a lot we haven't gotten to celebrate yet.
That's a bummer, man.
I know how he feels. We haven't had a break. I was kinda looking forward to watching the fireworks with you guys.
I want to do something bigger. If we're trying to change the world...
How do you suggest we find someone with a higher profile than Kanashiro?
At LeBlanc, Sai questions Sojiro about something that causes him to be flustered.
See, I have other ways to make you talk.
Huh? Did you just threaten?
Thanks for the drink.
Just as Sojiro tries to cool off, a news report talks about how the Phantom Thieves have gotten the attention of a notorious hacker group by the name of Medjed. They announce that Medjed has declared war against the thieves by releasing a statement calling them out.
We are true executors of righteousness. Should you agree to change your own heart, we will welcome you into our fold with open arms. Should you reject our offer, the true hammer of justice will find you.
Oh no, it's all over the net. I thought these guys were just a bunch of trolls.
Believe me, this group are nothing compared to what trolling has become now.
The news said they were part of an international network of hackers.
They access and alter data on the net illegally.
Damn, a group of hackers with worldwide access to anywhere on the internet?
That's gotta be illegal.
No fucking shit!
Just as Ren thinks about what is transpiring...
Mamiya! Huh? Take a look at this. Did you see what they put on the fan site? Weird, right? It's pretty lame as far as Medjed stunts go, I guess. At least it won't be too hard for me to get rid of, right?
Mishima, do you even know what that is or how to get rid of it? We then cut to Ren in class when...
So don't forget. Your phone should be turned off. Stop it! Is this supposed to be a joke?
Kawakami, do any of them look like they're joking? I mean, shouldn't you be checking your own phone to make sure? We then see Takemi finishing another of Ren's physicals.
You seem to be in good shape. I've noticed you've got more muscle definition too. Frankly, I like having a healthy guinea pig that knows how to look after himself.
Damn, Ren, look at you winning over a doctor. Ren then sits in the waiting room when he starts receiving texts from an unknown contact.
Holy shit, dude.
Ren starts to become nervous since this unknown contact knows he's the leader of the Phantom Thieves. However, this person who calls himself Alibaba states that they have some information on Medjed. However, in order for them to give him that info, they demand that Ren and his teammates make a deal with them. At Shibuya Station, the Phantom Thieves are in disbelief that this mysterious person knows who they are.
We vote unanimously to steal someone's heart, but how do they know that?
One of life's great mysteries.
This leads them to believe that the person who's messaging them is a hacker.
Wait a second. Is Alibaba with Medjed?
They said they would be taking care of them. They're obviously not friends.
Have you replied? Did you try?
I keep getting errors when I do.
Could be a technical glitch.
Then I'd say it's probably not a real number.
Whoa, using a fake number to send messages to the Phantom Thieves? This hacker has thought of everything.
If this person hacked his account, do you think he might have gotten into ours?
I'd say that's pretty likely.
I gotta delete some stuff!
Dudes are gross.
No, I swear, it's not what you think!
Oh boy.
The Phantom Thieves decide to limit their meetings to make sure that this hacker won't gather any more information on them.
From now on, we should try to give this intruder as little information as we can.
There is another thing about this conversation that catches their intrigue.
I'm curious, though. Kinda makes you wonder who they want to reform if they went to all this trouble, you know?
So later that night, Ren returns to LeBlanc where Sojiro shows that Ren received a letter.
It's even got your name on it.
Ren, is it a good idea to open a letter that has no stamp or return address? I mean, what if... Meanwhile, we see an individual with headphones typing away. We then meet back with the Phantom Thieves where Ren shows them what was in the letter.
Do you think Alibaba sent it?
Maybe.
It doesn't appear to be suspicious.
Someone must have delivered it directly.
This is just getting weirder and weirder.
Do you think this is the thing we're supposed to use?
Ren then receives another text from Alibaba about the letter they sent him.
Yup, they sent it.
Steal whose heart?
Alibaba tries to get them to steal a person's heart, but they have no clue whose heart they want them to steal. Ren then asks for the name of the target. So the person whose heart Alibaba wants them to steal from is someone by the name of Futaba Sakura. Alibaba then pressures them to steal this heart or else they'll expose their identities to the public and police. However, they might have trouble since they don't have a location or a distortion.
I guess they don't know everything.
They then propose they meet with Alibaba in person. However, they state that it might not be possible since they don't go out. But then... Great, there goes their only lead. They then meet outside where An realizes something about the target's name.
Don't we know someone with the same last name? I feel like I met them recently.
Isn't LeBlanc's owner named Sakura?
Well, you could have said something earlier, you know.
So what do we think the chances are that the boss is related to Futaba Sakura?
Considering the last names being the same, you do the math.
Maybe she's his wife, or a little sister.
Does that sound right to you?
You could at least pretend to care, dude. How long have you been living there?
Hey, give the guy a break, will it? It's not his fault he never asks about his guardian's personal life. They then decide to forget about the Alibaba fiasco and go back to their daily lives. But Ren, on the other hand...
You okay? Hey.
Futaba.
We then cut to LeBlanc where Sai starts questioning Sojiro about something that starts to piss him off and make him defensive.
Well then, you'll be getting your parental rights revoked. You really don't have a problem with that? If I were to look at Futaba's state with the rest of your family, there's not much to back up that you're a good guy. And you won't avoid getting your custody revoked with abuse allegations over your head. As long as we have probable cause linking you to psychotic breakdowns.
Now what is she on about?
Hang some garlic in front of that door. That woman right there is just a real pain in my neck.
What did she ask?
Keep your nose out of my business. Am I clear? And if you don't want me to throw you out, you'll keep in line and go to all your classes. Am I clear?
Wow, drama's so thick you can cut it with a knife. Upstairs, Ren then reveals to the others about the domestic abuse charges Sojiro has been receiving.
Yeah, what did she mean, abuse?
I have to admit, it's a little hard to believe.
She's taking away his parental rights.
At least now we know. Futaba Sakura is definitely the owner's kid.
The pieces do seem to fit.
But if it's her heart we're supposed to change, then wouldn't she be the one doing the abuse?
Well, it's not like he doesn't live in her dad's shop. Can't you ask Ren?
I think we should give him plenty of space. He looked pretty angry before.
Now what gave you that impression?
You're the closest to him out of all of us. Does he seem like someone who's capable of abuse?
Well, that settles it. Meanwhile, we see the typist yet again as they...
What? Power's out.
I guess Gary forgot to pay the electric bill.
Hey! Turn down the light!
How's about it in your test, Donald.
After that, Medjed posts another message demanding the Phantom Thieves reveal themselves or else Japan will be hit by a nationwide cyber attack.
How does that make sense?
All they would need is one well-aimed cyber attack.
And then the Phantom Thieves would have to take the fall for it.
The Phantom Thieves chose not to respond. That's how it would look anyway.
Oh, hell no!
The Phantom Thieves start to run out of options, but then Ren decides not to yield at all.
We're doing the right thing. I don't want to stop.
Ryuji then suggests to contact Alibaba again for their help, but then Makoto starts putting pieces together.
Wait a second. There's something that's been bothering me. Look right there. Ren asked them if it was possible to meet them, and Alibaba seemed confused. Then they say, I see what you mean. After that, they ask if we steal people's hearts directly. Maybe this person is Futaba Sakura.
Elementary, my dear Watson.
With that information in hand, they set out to find Futaba Sakura to steal her heart. However, LeBlanc is already closed.
Isn't it early? Any idea where he might be?
Maybe he wanted to go home early.
They then decide to check Sojiro's house to see if the person they're targeting is inside.
The lights are on inside.
You think he's hiding in there?
I just hope there isn't anything messed up happening in there.
Ryuji, what are you suggesting? However, it then starts raining, so they have no choice but to enter the building.
Oh, it's unlocked.
Sorry about this, boss.
Okay, is Sojiro that concerned about his charges that he forgets to lock his own front door?
Is he gone?
The TV's on back there.
Let's go see who's watching it.
Oh, great thinking, Ryuji. Yeah, the first thing we should do after breaking into another person's house is to see what they're watching on TV.
We've managed to get this far. Coming in!
Huh?
What the fuck are you doing?
But just as they go further, the lights go out.
What's that? What was that?
How the heck would we know?
Hey, can we get out of here? Please, let's go.
What are you guys freaking out for?
They then try to leave, however, Makoto is too petrified to go anywhere.
Can I hang on to you, maybe?
But just as they start moving...
What is that? Oh no.
And that brings us to the end of the 5th part, and we're halfway finished with it. Now that Ren has helped a few of his friends and have found another target, all that's left is to steal that person's heart and make sure that the cyber attack will be stopped and Japan will be saved. I feel my bond with this series is growing deeper. Yup, we are now making some more progress and learning more about what Ren's guardian has with his personal life. Alright everyone, thank you all for watching and I will see you all in part 6. This is Jordan Martinez signing off.